All right, what's poppin', everybody? It's your boy Armon, and we are back with another video. Get in here, get in here. We got to get into some things, all right? We got to talk about the girls, all right? So Doja Cat, Nicki Minaj, is she pandering or does she really have love? And the City Girls, are they together? What is the tea? Do we see a future for them? I don't know. All right, but grab your snacks, roll your bleezies, grab your drinks, and come on back, and let's get into some things. Get in here, everybody, get in here. Get in here, everybody, get in here. It's time for a legendary show. All right. What is poppin'? What is poppin'? We are back. All right. So before we get into some things, though, we got to take a shout out to our sponsor. Shout out to our sponsor, FashionNova, for this amazing Spice Girls t-shirt. Do you guys remember the Spice Girls? What was your favorite Spice Girl? Mine was Posh Spice and Scary Spice, because you know Scary Spice was the black one. But I love the Spice Girls movie. I remember, maybe this might be too much, but I remember I used to watch the movie because at the end they would moon everybody. Anyway, that's when I learned that I was a part of the Pride family. Anyway, shout out to the Spice Girls. This is a cute t-shirt. So the Spice Girls t-shirt, if you're a Spice Girls fan, it is on the website here on FashionNova. So make sure you guys click the link in the description box below to get your Spice Girl tee. All right. So let's get into some things. Well, let's start. Well, I wasn't sure if I was going to talk about this, but I guess I'll talk about it now. We're going to hit it and miss it. Demi Lovato has decided to adopt back her regular pronouns as she, her, and hers versus they, them, it, I, we, you, it, we, main, mang, pon, now. Simply put, she was exhausted. It got exhausting trying to explain to everybody to address her as they, we, he, now, that, forward, backwards, and all around wheresaw. Okay. And so my thing is this: if that is who you were and how you identified and you were standing so strongly on it, it should have never got exhausting, because now you're not living in your truth. See, people do all that we, us, we, it, thou, wow, now, X, B, 2K. You know, that's crazy. Ain't nobody moving on with that. The LGBTQ community ain't correcting people talking about, no, it's they, it's we. I haven't met a they, we yet. And I'm not finna keep confusing my brain and mind to they, we. That's some new age, new America type stuff that just wasn't gonna work. That wasn't gonna happen, because even the most open people wasn't finna wrap their mind around, and they, we had said it now, tomorrow, Tuesday, today. That's just like, I listen, ma'am, I'm too high for this. You know what I'm saying? It's almost one of those things, like, I'm way too high for this. I can't take that. There's not a they, we bathroom. There's not a us, it womb. So I'm glad that she's came to her senses, because she basically said, listen, it was not enough inclusivity for they, that, and therefore of. And honestly, no. The people were not going to rework the world, rework the bathroom systems to they, that, the, us, and thou shall not want, and all of that extra stuff in between. So Demi Lovato, congratulations to living in your truth and being her. Hers, she. Now, do us all a favor and go quietly and pay it, okay? Because the they, now, then is over. And don't bring it back. Okay. The City Girls, I don't know. What do y'all think? Are these two together or not? See, here's the thing when it comes to the City Girls. I get lost because I feel like she trolls a lot. But I feel like there's a little bit of truth in every joke. You know what I'm saying? And so Young Miami pretty much, was asking questions today, asked her fans to give her questions today on Instagram. And some of the fans asked her, do you honestly like the new music the City Girls have been dropping? She said that music is 3 years old. And she also said, then another fan said, when are we getting an official album announcement? End of this month or beginning of this month? She said, child, I don't know. Don't ask me that. For real. And I'm just like, what does that mean? Where's this energy? Is this like, is that how they like talk to their fans? Or is this like a troll for clicks and views, engagement? Or is this real life? I don't know. I kind of feel like the City Girls have been on the rocks for a very long time. I really don't feel like the City Girls really were able to city the girl. They've really been down bad since they started because JT went off and Young Miami had to do a lot of the leg work herself. Then JT came out and was lazy. Then Young Miami had to push her. And I just don't know. I feel like they be on and off. And then I also feel like Young Miami's over here, JT's over there. But also in my mind, I feel like they have contractual obligations that they need to fulfill. And so maybe they're just putting out all of their music now and to move on. Krisha has clearly moved into the podcast space and into the business space. So perhaps, the City Girls will be done sure enough. I mean, they don't get a lot of the credit that they deserve. And then every time that they've tried to get a project off the ground, somehow the project seems to have gotten leaked. So I don't know. I really can't call it. It's a bizarre thing, and I really don't know what the energy is. I can't tell if she's trolling or not. But the Young Miami says she quit rapping. She's not rapping. But see, I don't fall into that stuff because they all say they quit rapping and they never really stop. Doja says it, Young Miami. Everybody threatens to quit just to get blog attention. I don't know if she's doing this just for like, I don't know, she's bored and she wants to troll the internet today and get some engagement, get people talking, or is she really feeling some type of way and she really like, girl, I don't care about this music because something's going on with the label. It's been since sold. I don't know. And then they're just kind of putting out this latest music has kind of been mid to trash. And then the best song they got, I feel like Diddy snatched it from underneath them. So I don't know. And at this point, honestly, don't think I care because I think that she cares more about being famous. You know what I mean? And just having money and being put up. I don't know what I think JT wants. But I don't think either one of them really care to rap. You know what I mean? I think JT just want to pay her bills and have a successful life and get, cute hair. And I think she just want to be a famous socialite, which she's moving in her purpose. I think the rapping is too much pressure. Well, Krisha never really wanted to rap. She was never a rapper. So perhaps now she's found her lane in business, celebrity socialite, Instagram influencer, and podcast host. Shout out to them, I guess. I don't know. I don't really know. I don't really care. But I thought it was interesting because I'm like, what's going on with them? So let me know what you guys think in the comments when it comes down to the City Girls and their shenanigans, okay? But yes. This is what I wanted to get to, though. This is really what I want to get to. Doja Cat. Let me pull up a Nicki Minaj picture, too, because I know I got one somewhere. Here's a Nicki picture. Here's a Nicki picture. Hold on. Yes. I would like to know if you guys think that Doja Cat. Okay, that'll be fine. Do you guys think that Doja Cat is genuinely has love for Nicki Minaj? Or do you think that she panders to Nicki Minaj's fan base for engagement? I'm going to be honest with you. I think two things can be true at once. But I definitely lean more towards the pandering. Here's the thing. And I've seen all the comments online. I've seen people saying, hey, why can't Nicki Minaj be shown love by a successful artist and this, that, and the third? She can. Okay? She most definitely can. But I'm about to break this down from my perspective. And I'm not saying that I'm 100% right, but it's just something that I feel. First of all, let's start with the fact that Doja Cat, has admittedly always been a fan of Nicki Minaj. Okay, great. You've adapted her style. You've adapted her sound. There was a time where Nicki Minaj was not putting out music for a long time, and then Nicki Minaj, everybody wanted Roman, the kind of characteristic Roman Reloaded guy, the animated. Then we get Doja Cat adapting that flair, giving the Roman vibes, okay? Grabbing Nicki Minaj's fans. Now, Doja Cat is also Karen and very smart and very talented and slightly strategic. So she knows that, okay, I'm going to pay homage, right? So I'm going to continue to pay homage. I'm not going to be messy with it. So she pays homage, you know what I mean? Then the Barbs continuously say, you need to do a record with Nicki. Nicki, do a record with Doja. She always shows you love. She always shows you love. Do a record, do a record, do a record, do a record, do a record. She loves you, she loves you, she loves you, right? To the point where Nicki even used to say, listen, you guys have to stop doing that. When an artist said that they love me, then you guys just keep saying, oh, do a record with them, because they mention my name. Understand, Barbs, that they use you guys because you guys are a very strong fan base, and they use you for engagement, but they don't really like me. Barbs never listen. But anyway, nonetheless, Nicki and Doja Cat get a record together, gave Nicki her first #1, okay? Say So remix. It was great. Beautiful, okay? Nicki and Minaj, Doja Cat worked her way up. Doja Cat's very talented. Doja Cat does pop. Some say rap. She sings. She does a lot of stuff. She can dress well. She performs really well. She's definitely a star to making, or definitely a star for sure. However, she's had a couple hiccups along the way. That's kind of like, I feel like she could have been bigger and she had a bigger trajectory. However, little controversial things have happened along her journey, which have kind of set her back and things like that. And she's a little weird. And I don't think Black people really know if they really feel comfortable with her because, while she's talented, while she is Black, you can clearly tell that there's a disconnect, and she does lean more into her wider side. And I think the Black people feel like, I really don't relate to her. She's more of like a emo, white, she just don't relate to the cookout, okay? And she don't even want to know that, she don't even want you to know that she is Black. Kind of vibe. So Black people just don't feel like they can relate to her, but they do like her though, because they feel like, she is talented, which she is. And two, there's that Nicki Minaj relationship. However, Doja Cat has continuously showed Nicki Minaj love. And then we get down to the point where, Nicki Minaj was falling out with Coi Leray. Nicki Minaj was falling out with Megan Thee Stallion. And then Nicki Minaj was going on lives, and then she was saying that she's never working with another female artist again because she's tired of feeling used and people are playing in her face. And around this time, there was that Doja Cat get into it. Yeah, Doja Cat had wanted Nicki Minaj to get onto that record where it sampled Massive Attack. Nicki Minaj did not like Massive Attack. Nicki Minaj also told Doja Cat that she is not doing any more features like that. She's saving them for her album. You know what I'm saying? So she declined that record, and she asked Doja Cat to send her another record. Maybe, and let me see. Like, I don't really like that record, but you could send me another record. But I'm also, kind of like trying to figure out what I'm doing with my album. So I may or may not get on anything, but send me another record and let's see, what's up. Because I don't like to get into it yet. Instead, Doja Cat then goes and does the Nicki style verse herself on the record, then said, thank you, Nicki, I love you. And to me, I thought that was weird because I'm like, girl, Nicki doesn't even like that record. Doesn't like the record that she made that you kind of sampled. Told you to send her another record. You never sent her another record. And then you do her on the record and then thank her. Nicki never reposted it. Nicki never shared it. Nicki went on Queen Radio and said that Doja Cat could have called me and talked to me, but she was sending her team out to message me about songs and stuff. But if you had my number, why wouldn't you just call me and we can talk about getting me on another record or sending me another record? And then the team never sent the record. But then also Nicki was telling Doja Cat, see, she was playing in Doja Cat's face a little bit too, that she wasn't giving out any more features right now. She was saving them for her album. Since then, Nicki Minaj just did about 10 features. She's done about 10 features. She just didn't want to give Doja Cat another feature. Just be honest. You know what I'm saying? So for a while, we weren't really sure if Nicki and Doja Cat were cool. but they've always played nice and leaked little stuff between the two on social media to give the illusion that, hey, they do like each other. But Nicki also has unfollowed Doja Cat, does not follow Doja Cat, and Doja Cat, I don't believe that Doja Cat follows Nicki. I haven't checked, but there was a point in time where neither one of them followed each other. I haven't checked recently, but I still feel a strong feeling that I don't think that they follow each other. And so, with that being said, well, let me just check. I'm about to check. I'm about to just check right now. Let's just check. Let me just check. Why not? Let me just check, just so I could be right. Oh, she followed Doja Cat now. She followed her now. She follows her now. See, I knew it. Something told me to check. She follows her back now. Something told me to check. But there was a point where she was unfollowed and she unfollowed her. But Doja Cat does not follow her. Literally, Doja Cat does not follow Nicki Minaj. That's crazy. That's crazy. You do all of that. Let me go from my other page. I got a couple pages, and this page is following Nicki Minaj. Let me go to Doja Cat, just so I could be sure. Oh, she is following Nicki Minaj, because I was finna say, girl, that is crazy. Okay. So I stand corrected on that. They are following each other now, but there was a point where they were not following each other. Okay. So perhaps they've had a conversation behind the scenes, worked it all out. Okay. So they are back following each other. There was a point where they were not following each other. Okay. So boom, we get past that. And now we have Doja Cat releasing a single. This is supposed to be her rap era. And now Doja Cat says, she shouts out Nicki in a way, basically saying, people said she's trying to be like Nicki. She trying to be, of course, they're going to compare her to the hot-ish. Nicki's the hottest, and, just showing Nicki love, which is not a problem. Showing Nicki love is not a problem. Showing Nicki Minaj love is not a problem. But for me, I feel like Doja Cat panders. I feel like Doja Cat panders to the Barbs because she knows that that's a strong fan base, and and this is a rap album, and she wants people to support her lyrically. She's tired of people saying that, discrediting her, saying that she's not a rapper. She wants to be respected as a rapper. She knows that the Barbs will push her, and she knows if Nicki likes you, that fan base will stand behind you 100%. I do not believe that Doja Cat is 100% really here for Nicki Minaj as a super Nicki Minaj fan, more than she's here for herself, and more than she's here for the streams and the audience of Nicki Minaj fans. I just don't believe it. Doja Cat is very calculated and very strategic. I saw that when she went and accepted that award and didn't let SZA even speak. Doja Cat knows what she's doing. She's very talented. She's very calculated. Okay? And so, no. Excuse me. She's not going to be like a Lotto and just go out and say something crazy. She's a lot smarter than that, and she understands that she's bigger in that retrospect. So she doesn't need to be messy. And then she's a white woman too, so she's going to move a little bit different. So she understands the bigger picture, and hey, I'm going to play nice because this fan base really likes me. And also, here's the key part. Nicki Minaj, it's going to look kind of crazy for Nicki Minaj to fall out with Doja Cat. Doja Cat has a little bit of a mainstream white appeal and glaze over her. And so Nicki Minaj, I feel like even Nicki handles Doja Cat differently than she handles like the other rap girls, because it's just different. I can't put my finger on it, but Nicki knows, well, I don't need to really get into it with Doja Cat because she's kind of a bigger star. You know what I'm saying? And I don't think it would make sense for her to do that. It would look weird. I don't think it would go over as well as it would be like if she's getting into it with a Meg or a Lotto. Doja Cat also has that glaze of a Karen, of a white. I don't know how to explain it, but I just feel like Nicki's like, she chooses her battles with Doja Cat a little bit different. And I also feel like because the trajectory of Doja Cat could be huge, Nicki doesn't want to completely burn that bridge either. So she sees it for who she is, but she leaves the door open because Doja Cat is so versatile in her talent and skills. She's not really like a rapper where she's just kind of like one-dimensional, like, okay, I'm a hip-hop artist. Doja Cat is more of a chameleon to where she can be a rapper, she can be a singer, she can be an overall pop star, she can be fashion. So she can be a really big star. And I just think that Nicki's like, okay, I'm gonna move a little bit different with her because you just got to, because the trajectory of her career is a lot different than maybe a Lotto or even a Megan Thee Stallion, in my opinion. And the reason why, and then going back to the pandering, the reason why I feel like Doja Cat does like this pandering thing, because it's like, girl, for all the reasons that I just said, Doja Cat, you're not at a level where you just need to keep paying homage. Not that paying homage is wrong, but it's like, now you're dragging it. Because it's like, girl, you paid homage when you came out. You did all the tweet, you did the stuff, you got the records, you went #1, you sent the flowers, you did the thank you, Nicki, and get it to a yeah. Y'all follow each other, y'all cool, y'all text on the phone. But why do you keep dragging now you got a new release, you gotta throw Nicki's name in it, you're dragging it. You know Doja Cat. We know, the people know, at this point, you don't need Nicki. You don't if she gets it. You like her. We all get it. We know it. But it's not about that. Like, you don't even have to do that. Like, you know what I'm saying? So I just feel like now you're doing it because it's like, okay, you want my fans to get engaged. Like, to me, my thing is, you can tell me I'm great 2 or 3 times, okay. But girl, every other chance you get, you love me publicly. Like, girl, I get it. You don't have to keep shouting me out. Now you're dragging it. Because like, what do you want? Because now you're clout chasing. Or now you're, you know what I mean? Like, Doja Cat has made it. Like, you've given her the respect. We see it. So now I feel like you're pandering. In my opinion, I just don't feel like it's all the way legit. Something is not sitting right for me. I feel like this is a little bit of marketing. I feel like it's marketing, and I just feel like, she knows that Nicki Minaj's name brings clicks, and I think that she knows that her and Nicki maybe have had a conversation and behind the scenes and have agreed, like, listen, we're not gonna fall out. And I think Nicki realizes, like, girl, as much as, Doja Cat's weird and cuckoo, and into the weird stuff, I just don't think that. I think that even Nicki knows that, hey, me falling out with her or me dragging her, I might not win it all the way, or it may not hit the same as me dragging a Lotto or a Megan Thee Stallion. And so even Nicki carries herself a different way. And I think Doja Cat even knows that. You know what I'm saying? Like, she knows that Nicki can't handle her the way that she handled Lotto or a Cardi B or any other hip hop girls. You know what I mean? Doja Cat kind of goes hip hop, pop. I don't know how to explain it, but they handle each other differently. But I don't think that it's all the way genuine, especially on Doja Cat's end. I really personally feel like Doja Cat panders to Nicki Minaj's fan base, and she mimics Nicki Minaj, and she does these things, and Nicki Minaj doesn't say anything, but doesn't outright say anything. Nicki Minaj tries to give her fans hints by saying, guys, stop falling for the I love Nicki. I love Nicki, 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 Nicki. She's so great. Stop falling for that, because they're using you, the fans, to boost their projects, their content, and their engagement. But Nicki Minaj fans are so delusional that they continue to fall for it every single time. But Nicki Minaj is not just going to outright say, I don't like this because it's trying to copy me. And you got to think about it. Nicki Minaj don't even like people taking, she don't even like YouTubers and people taking her sound effects and talking like her Queen radio show. let alone rappers. These bitches rapping like my blooper roll. She was mad because Carisha Please. I mean, she wasn't mad, but she was kind of feeling the way that Carisha Please said, let's get into some things. So you think that she doesn't notice that Doja Cat has taken her whole Roman persona? And you think she's okay with that? You think that she likes that? Oh yeah, Doja Cat, rap like me. Okay. All right. Nicki Minaj don't like nobody else copying her. They copying my hair, tell them chop it off. You can copy nobody else can copy her, but she just loves Doja Cat. And Doja Cat takes on the full persona. Okay. We'll do that. I'll be crazy today. I will be crazy today. I'll be crazy today. And listen, I'll be crazy today. I don't think that they're beefing. I don't think they're gonna beef publicly. I think that they're gonna play nice. But I think that they see each other. But I also think that Nicki Minaj is like, I got to handle this one a little bit different. But Doja Cat knows exactly what she's doing. Period. She's a panderer. There was a reason why Nicki Minaj told her, oh, I'm saving my, and then Nicki Minaj still, oh, I'm not doing any features right now. I'm saving myself for my album. Girl, album ain't came out and she done did hella features. Girl, you didn't want to give her another feature. You didn't feel her like that. And then she went and reversed Uno'd you and didn't send you another record and did your verse as herself, but as you on the record, then thanked you in it. Very petty. But that was the past. They're following each other now, but I still feel like it's a little bit weird. Some will agree, some will disagree. Those are my thoughts on that, okay? So again, Doja Cat, shouting out Nicki, every chance she gets, to me, is a bit overkill. Doja Cat is an established artist. You've got the number one. You've got this. We know you respect Nicki. We've seen the text message, the call log. We get it. And the biggest thing is Doja Cat is an A-list celebrity. You don't need to keep doing that. People that do that are kind of like coming up, like, you know what I mean? Like paying homage, like you've paid it forward and you've ascended. Like, girl, you don't need to keep kissing, butt or whatever. And it's not really kissing butt, but you don't need to just keep shouting her out because now you're dragging it. Now I'm like, okay, I get it, girl. You love me. We love you. You're here. Why every time you have a rollout or a rap album or something like that where you rap it, you throw my name in the mix? You don't have to keep doing that. In my opinion. So anyway, let me know what you guys think in the comments below. I'm sure some of you guys won't agree, but yeah, let me know what you guys think. Do you think Doja Cat really has love for Nicki, or do you think that she panders? I think it's a hybrid of both. But I do think that there's love there because there's respect. I do think that she likes her. You have to love somebody that you sit and you mimic and this, that, and the third. But I also feel like, girl, Doja Cat knows who she is. Like, Doja Cat is still trying to act like she's like a new artist that's coming up, that's not a Grammy Award winner, or that's not like a mega star, or even have that trajectory of being a mega star and have, and it's a very diverse talent. Like, I feel like Doja Cat like tries to play in people's face like she's like not who she is, not as big as she is, but girl, you know what you're doing. Like, you know what I mean? She's playing like this. I'm still a new artist coming up and I just want to show love and I'm gonna give the respect. Girl, no. You're playing in my face, girl. You're trying to gain my audience for your bigger picture, your bottom line. Because you know that you're not no entry-level girl. You know you're not no B-list celebrity. You know you're not like some one-dimensional artist. Doja Cat, you're a huge star and very commercial. You're a mainstream star. You're a pop star. You know that. But you want to make sure you still have that certain fan bases. So you try to play like you're just so humble and you're just so loving Nicki and this, that, and the third. Meanwhile, you have a whole, working on a world tour somewhere behind the scenes. You know what I'm saying? Like, she just gives that. So I just don't trust her. But anyway, because my thing is like, girl, it just seems a little bit like fake. Like I said this before, like Doja Cat reminds me of the girl in school that will literally, that you'll sit next to, and she'll be like, and you'll have a test. And I've said this before, and she'll be like, oh my God, I did not study. Oh my God, I'm so stressed out. You'll be like, girl, I didn't study for the test either. You know what I mean? I don't know any of the answers. I'm so stressed. Then you look over, then all of a sudden she gets an A on the test. And mind you, you really didn't study. You didn't fail. But she make you think she's so stressed. And she didn't study. But she, meanwhile, she know all the answers. You know what I mean? She gives that. Like, or try to relate. Act like she relating to you. But meanwhile, she got a whole plan. She got it all figured out here. She's got it all mapped out. But she gonna try to like play in your face like, oh yeah, I'm with you. I'm just like you. Mm-hmm. Yep, I'm broke. Got $1 million in the bank. Oh, yep, I don't know the answer. I don't know none of the answers. Was up all night studying. You know the answers. You know what I'm saying? And she's also the ones that'll call you at the N-word, you know what I mean, with the ER at the end and act like she didn't know that she offended you. You know what I mean? Like you got to watch her too, because she'll make a joke. I feel like she'll make a joke, but she meant it. But then she'll act like, oh, I didn't really know. Like, she gives me the type that you have to check her. Like, girl, don't try me. Like, very condescending and undercutting. You know what I mean? You have to watch her. Yeah. So she's put on a rant, but she gives me that energy. I don't know why I get that energy from her. But anyway, those are my thoughts on her and Nicki Minaj. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. And until next time, keep that same energy. And I'll see you soon. Peace out.